All right, I'm Scott L. Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is the 14th of May, 2021, and today we got up in Orlando. And if you watched yesterday's videos, you'll know that I filmed some of it from Orlando because that's where we were, and I finally had a chance to catch up. We got up this morning, had to pretty much walk the dogs, grab our to-go breakfast, and get out the door because we had to get to our COVID test, which we're doing here in town. We're just a block away, like really, really easy. So we just got up, got packed. We thought maybe we would come back to the hotel, but then we were 15 minutes later than we kind of hoped to be. So we're like, let's just pack the car. So we packed everything up. About 8:15, we were out the door. Got over to the COVID testing center, got in. We were the second people in. Did that. Did not take very long at all. Was super easy. The girls all thought it was like the worst thing ever, like the most dramatic nasal swab. And I can tell you, they didn't even do it correctly. You're supposed to get way back in your sinuses, and it's like pretty aggressive. And they use these really tiny swabs, not like a Q-tip size, which not that they normally do. Bugs, it's Florida. But this was a pretty light swab, and they did it not very far back in your nose. So it was more like getting it done in Nicaragua than it was like getting it done in Texas, where it was a larger swab way back, and there's like, rah, right? This was, I didn't even notice, like it was so little, and they're all like, this is the worst experience of our lives. All three of them thought it was just awful. And I'm like, that was nothing. Like, you have no idea what it was like in Texas. Because even for me, it hurt in Texas. It wasn't a big deal, but it was like, oh, wow, that was, and you burning afterwards and cotton left behind. So we did that, then went really quickly. Then we just drove around the corner, went to Dunkin' Donuts, picked up avocado toast for everyone and sausage biscuits for everyone. That is, the girls just love it. And then we had to get on the road. That was it. That was our time in Orlando. It's about 3.5 hours down to Fort Lauderdale. We drove down on the Florida Turnpike. Flew is so fast. Got down, had to go do some banking. So it was still like only like noon when we were getting into Fort Lauderdale. Got the banking done. That probably took about half an hour. The girls were a little bit bored. They actually built a pillow and blanket fort in the back of the car. They thought that was amazing. They had such a good time with that, with the dogs in there with them and just hanging out. And then we drove to our hotel, which is this one, the La Quinta, next to the airport here in Fort Lauderdale. So this is our first time in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. We drove around a bit, saw a little bit of the city, but we got here to the hotel, and then immediately we unpacked the car, took everything inside, cleaned it all out. That was huge, right? So much luggage and stuff, so we moved that all into the room. And then Dominica and I had to run some errands. We had to get the car cleaned. We had to get it all washed out, and the outside and the inside, everything vacuumed, everything taken out, like everything taken out, right? All of our papers, seriously. So we got it all cleaned out, and I think he's gonna stall trying to get it to move. So much stuff that's been in there for so long. Like, this is our first time like really cleaning it ever. We've had it since 2016, I believe, so 5 years. What is it about Florida? My gosh. And then we grabbed a quesadilla at a little place right there while they were detailing the car. Got it all cleaned. The quesadilla was amazing, by the way. That was so good. A little Honduran food truck that just happened to be there at the cleaning place. Can't even back up. I have to move out of another parking spot because this is okay. I guess okay. No, he just. Every moment that you're in Florida, it's just the degree to which people can't drive is unbelievable. Okay, so we did that. The food was amazing. Then we went and got the oil change, the cabin filter change. Holy cow, that needed to be done. So the car's like all ready to go for tomorrow. We came back. I got to work. Dominica took Luciana out to the pool to go swimming. They had 2 huge iguanas come through the pool while they were there. Not through the water. They ran through the pool area and ran up the trees while they were there, which was really cool. Liesl just hung out with me in the hotel room. And then I worked all afternoon. In the evening, I took Liesel and Luciana to the Miami Grill, which is apparently part of the Arthur Treacher's group, and we got dinner there, which is really nice. It was only a few blocks away, so it's really convenient. They're open late, and it's not too expensive. And of course, Luciana's always looking for fish, and Liesel's normally good with fish. So Liesel got a shrimp basket. Luciana got fish and chips. I got their, what they call it, the boat. It's a pita with kind of fish and chips in a pita. Like, it was really good. And we got all that. I got onion rings. They were excellent. Luciana was so happy she wanted more fries, so we got that. And then when we left, we picked up a grilled mahi-mahi pita for Dominica to bring back because she had stayed with the dogs. And that was pretty much our night. I stayed up doing some work, but that was really it. So that was the 14th of May. That was our first day in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. We are going to be here. Today is Friday. We're going to be here Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday morning we're flying out of here. So the only big things we have left is tomorrow morning we have to sell the car. I'm going to attempt to run to a Walmart and turn away a bag of change that just needs to be turned into cash or something. So I'd like to do that while we still have the car. I have one last little thing to clean out of the car. That'll only take 2 minutes. And then we're just sitting in the hotel for 2 days. Totally relaxed. Now, all that. The big news for today, and I hate to even announce it because it sounds like so much more than it is, but we accepted an offer on the house today. It is an investor. They do have a 5-day option. We are still showing. So there's a lot of time for them to back out. There's a lot of time for them to negotiate the price down. There's a lot of things to go wrong because of the complicated way that it's all contractually done. But if they completely walk away, we make $300, even if they just decline the whole thing. And it's a cash offer. So as long as things don't go too wrong, we're supposed to, I mean, it's only a 5 business day option. So by next Friday, everything should be finalized. There should be nothing more to worry about. And then the closing date is set for June 1st. So at the moment, the house is sold and expected to be done on June 1st. But there's so many pieces to fall through between now and next Friday that don't even think of it as sold. Just think of it as off the market temporarily while someone's looking at it. But we didn't want it to not be under contract. So it's now pending sale, but people are still seeing it so that we can potentially take backup offers. So a very big, busy, exciting day for us. And I will see all of you tomorrow after we are dealing with the car.